right? How did you like get into this like what gravitated you toward like plant-based living and veganism, and like what got you like initially started into this transition that you want to do?
Totally. I think through the study of yoga and through the study specifically of the eight limbs, one of the principles in the eight limbs is ahimsa, this idea of non-harming.
Right.
And as I started creating my own projects and as I started getting deeper into that world, I realized that there is a particular type of diet that contributes to less suffering in the world than another. And really what pushed me further in that space was my partner. I started dating my partner, she's also the co-founder of my yoga school, Serenity Tedesco, and she's been a vegan her whole life. So really, I've been predominantly plant-based, but have really started making the switch towards fully vegan for about 8 months now. And I really have to attribute that mainly to her. She was a person that has really sort of opened my eyes to not just the physical benefits, but also the spiritual benefits of living a life where we try to follow these principles of ahimsa. And what does that look like in the modern day living?
Right, that's pretty cool. So you said you've been transitioning for 8 months. Like, do you feel like you've like hit like roadblocks or like that you're trying to overcome with Serenity, or?
Yeah, thank you for that question. I think the biggest surprise for me was actually how much, how easy it actually was. I was expecting to have more of a hard time making the transition. I think it helps a lot that she's an incredible cook. It helps a lot to live in a place like Koreatown, like Los Angeles, where there's access to a lot of really great options. But yeah, it's actually, I really haven't hit any major roadblocks. I still catch myself. I think I was really committed to the idea that I needed to eat eggs, that I needed dairy, that I needed cheese, all these things.
Yeah.
But actually, with a little bit of planning, it hasn't been that difficult to actually make that switch and really invest that in my life every day. I think overall, it has been one of the most fulfilling things of my life to be able to like feel better in my body and to notice the benefits that I've experienced physically, especially as a coach for athletes and as a teacher of athletes and as a teacher of yogis and people that are very physical and embodied. Noticing the difference in my performance before and after has been a big change. So it hasn't been that difficult of a change for me.